to the Petty Parlor. I'm your host, Jasmine.
And I'm your host, Bree.
And we are going to get into it on this Juneteenth week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No. Hey, by the time you see this, it will have passed, but it's always
Right.
going for us, as we know. Which is why our topic's going to be about race today, because it's, Juneteenth. We're just sticking with the theme.
Right.
So in our petty cups, we do have a little bit some pina coladas, so this is a 21 and up episode. little liquor.
All our episodes are 21 and up because I have a potty mouth.
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry.
So sorry.
We can't have that. I'm
Your
grown.
children
I'm
cannot.
grown.
I'm too old to have to censor my
I'm
tongue.
childless,
It's
so I
too
don't think
much.
about that. Sorry.
Yeah, same. I'm also childless. I just have my nephew. He be in my mouth catching me cussing every time. I be in the car, traffic. I be like, what the fuck are they doing? Auntie, language. Stay out of my business. Let me say what I want to say.
Yeah,
I want to be
I'm grown.
upset. I want to curse. And he's like, no. So let me curse, okay? I apologize. But I have to do it. Or I don't feel like myself.
That's it. So we're going to talk about the popular thing going around TikTok right now. She shall remain nameless, faceless, whatever. If you know who we're talking about. There's plenty of them. So even if you don't know, I'm sure you can
Just
relate
imagine.
and understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's yet another elitist white woman talking out the side of her mouth, saying words she shouldn't be saying. So
This is a weekly occurrence at this point.
it happens a lot, fortunately, in America. This is what we have to deal with. So, yeah, there's TikTok floating around of this woman, and she's very elitist is one word, but, very, very racist on things. And she just said the N-word like it was nothing, a regular Tuesday for her, to just say that. So we're just kind of going to riff off of that topic. I personally did not watch her video or anything like that. I've only seen other Black creators stitch it. That is how I prefer to support that, because I do not support racists in that way. I think if you see someone being racist and things like that, you should just block them. We need to be past this point of making these people doing this outlandish bullshit stuff famous. You should not be famous for being an asshole and disrespecting other races. That should not be something how you go viral. So I choose to not feed into them. I don't give them names. I don't give them faces. And I just block them. If they do come across my page, I'm like, you're blocked. That's the best way to get rid of these people and stop this rhetoric of continuing on and on and on. So most of the stuff I saw was other people stitching it, talking about the situation. I have seen her pictures because the people that stitched it, gave her a face and things like that. But I just want to say as a PSA, stop making those people famous. Block them.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I agree. There's so many people that don't have talent that are famous, and they're famous because of rage baiting. And it's literally to the point where people who are entertainment managers that work specifically with like social media creators purposely tell people to do this because they know that this is how they can get famous. A lot of people who are on these platforms are famous from doing absolutely nothing. And I hate everyone who's doing it, but the people, I would rather see somebody who's just like watching a video and not commenting and just like in the bottom of the screen, like, than see people who are getting famous from rage baiting, because it's so stupid and ridiculous. But the more, and we can talk about it without giving them any shine. Like, that's the bottom line, is that we don't need to name this person. You know who we're talking about. We don't need to get this person more traffic, more views, more money, because there's already racist right-wing organizations who will do that for us. So we don't need to make those people any more famous. We just need to ignore whatever
Getting
they're
my
saying.
$1.
Period. And I used to do this thing with my friend, and I think about it every time somebody says something racist, because this is what I do in my mind. But I used to have a friend when I was in high school. We were in this program for the summer, and every time we saw something weird or something that was crazy, we'd be like, look at each other, we'd be like, do, 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 do. And that's what I do every single time that I see somebody who's doing something outlandish and crazy, I'm not reposting that video. I'm not talking about it in a way that you're going to know who I'm talking about without having to go out of your way to do that research, because I'm not giving them any shine, period.
Nope.
So that's definitely one of the things that I think as Black creators and as Black women,
Yeah.
we have to be super cognizant, because everybody's doing it. Other black creators are doing it. Black men are doing it all the time. That's how I found out about Fresh and Fit terrible people. I found out about them because somebody said, look what these men are doing. Now they're this big platform. That's how I found about Starla. I don't even know that girl's last name, but that white girl who had the braids or whatever, and then people were telling her like to knock it off, and then she was talking all this mess or whatever. That's how I found out about her, from other Black people being like, look at this person. Stop giving these people shine. Stop it.
Yeah. If you want to go see the video, no, we don't need to see anything. It's 2024. We know we've been through the movements at this point of knowing what they do, what's going on, and all we need to speak on is us speaking up and speaking out about how wrong it is and telling them to stop.
Yeah.
We don't need to give them shine.
Yeah.
So, also, just on the topic of the N-word and things like that, it's like this, people get too comfortable with that. Like me, if I'm around other Black people, I may say it, but not a lot. Like, yes, I get, they say, oh, we can say it, whatever, but I'm just, especially if I'm around, people of other races, I usually don't even say the N-word myself. So the fact that she felt so comfortable is crazy to me, because I don't even feel comfortable doing that around people of other races or even my own race, because I know what that word means, and I know the history behind it, and I don't want to give it to her. I know as Black people we have reinvented it and made it more cool, more slang, which I love that for us. That's what we should do, make more positive notes on things. But I know the ugly side too, and I'm not trying to keep going with the ugliness of that word. So I just personally don't use it a lot. My vocabulary, I might say here, just a little jokey joke, niggas is tripping, stuff like that. But it's not something that's a part of my regular vocabulary where I'm gonna be on the video just saying that for no reason.
Right. Yeah, I do say it. I don't give a fuck, and I don't be regulating how much I say it, because it is what it is. But I do also don't be saying it around not Black people.
Yeah.
I don't really
Get comfortable,
because they do get comfortable.
And then I gotta beat you up.
Right. It's but white people, and when we're talking about this and we're saying white people, just know we're talking about racist whites. We're not talking about y'all regular whites who are people who know the racism is ridiculous, people who have good common sense, people who are allies. We're not talking about y'all, okay? We're talking about racist whites. That's what I mean when I say whites, okay? In this context. So white people have a creepy obsession with saying the N-word. And it is something that just gives big toddler energy. When you tell a kid not to do something and they're immediately, it's giving like, when you have a sibling and they're like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. That's why are you so obsessed with it? And it just speaks to the white entitlement of feeling like no one should be able to tell me what I can and can't do because I have white skin. And so
freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. Oh my God. I mean, y'all don't even know what freedom of speech means. And you only use it when you want to say something racist. But it never applies to you when you hear two people speaking Spanish to each other, even when it don't have nothing to do with you. Because what do you say? Speak English in this country. You don't care about freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
Selective.
Hello.
So maybe you don't believe in freedom of speech, and you just believe that you should have freedom of consequences, and you should be able to do whatever you want. Because
you want freedom
of white consequences. And that's not how any of this works. So at the end of the day, why are you so obsessed with saying this word? There are so many words that I later on in life found out were slurs or were not, nice things or whatever. Like
appropriate.
Right.
So
and it was just for my life forever.
Someone.
When I was a child, especially where I grew up, people used to say the F word all the time. And so it was like not a big deal or whatever. Once I got older and realized like, oh, this is actually a bad word and people, are offended by it, it was out of my vocabulary for fucking ever. And I didn't care about it, and I didn't think about it. Like I wasn't there's something inside of you that just like burns to be able to say the N-word, and I think that's creepy. I'm so sorry.
It's so weird. And then it's like, back on the freedom of speech thing. No, are you getting arrested? No. So you're not getting arrested for saying it, but you will get beat the fuck up.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you can say whatever you want, but there will be a consequence for it. And that's just the way it is. You cannot have that freedom of consequence.
That's all you really want. You don't care about freedom.
In this life, you can do whatever you want, essentially, right? But you got to know that cause and effect of something. If I go murder somebody, can I murder anyone? Absolutely. I have the capability, but I got to know I'm probably going to get arrested. I'm going to be in jail.
I don't have the bail money, so I don't know who's just going to call. But it's not going to... Nala, do you have the bail money? Nala said no. She does not have it. Jasmine will be
let's get freaking serious about this. And I know you weren't with me, but there's also sometimes it's a little weird. I'm sorry, I just remembered that it wasn't you. I was like, oh yeah, remember the time we did? I was like, wait, no,
I don't remember. And I would have thought I was wrong too, because I have terrible memory. So I immediately was like, yeah, it probably did happen. I don't remember that. Like,
so, I do have some friends that are Hispanic and things like that. Y'all are not outside of this. There's been so many times where a Hispanic friend, and this is nothing against them or anything, they'll be like, can we say the N-word?
No.
Can we say it around it? And like me and my friend, it was Ashley, me and her, we were there and my Hispanic friend had asked and we didn't even answer. We just looked at each other like, no. And they knew the answer. So even that, asking for permission to do it is not it. And it's what's never okay is the hard R. Mm-hmm. That's never okay. Mm-hmm. I don't do hard R's unless I'm trying to do something. It's like when your parents call you by your full name and you know you're in trouble and you're trying to they're trying to get your attention. That's what the hard R gives. Mm-hmm. I don't do that.
No, it's first of all, when it comes to people who are not white saying the N-word, if you are not black, you can't say it. And I just don't care about, and listen, this is not something that has been my stance the entire time. I used to be in certain programs and stuff where there were a lot of white people in those programs and they used to be saying it. And I used to not care or whatever, because I felt like I know these people, they don't mean anything by it and blah, blah, blah. But as I got older, a lot of them people, not a lot, but some of them people turned into right-wing, people or whatever the case may be. So it's no, round the board for fucking everybody. There's no pass. There's no hall pass. There is no, oh, you're a wigger. I don't care. You are a person with white skin. It's a no for me. Yeah. I'm not going for it because I don't know your true intentions. Yes. Like at the end of the day, I don't know what you mean by that. You can act like you don't mean anything, but that's what it means. And then that woman, she didn't even say it like in a way that's like she's trying to be offensive, but she just said it in a way that you say all the time. The way she phrased it, I was like, oh, you are comfortable. You say that shit
all the time.
Like, so it was just like, it was just gross. And then the fact that this person then turned around and doubled down on saying it, doubling down is crazy to me.
Because what, she lost her job because of all of it. They found her, of course. In this day and age, you will get doxxed. Mm-hmm. People will cancel you and find you and get you out of your job. Now her face is, plastered everywhere if she try to apply somewhere else. Like, this day and age, there's so many bad things that can happen from it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why we keep doing this. Like, let it go. And it goes, honestly, the N-word to me is now also as significant as you think pronouns. If someone says, I don't identify as this is how I want you to call me, and then you call them something else when they already told you that's not okay, you're being disrespectful.
Period.
It's a pronoun at this point. Mm-hmm. So all the people that also are like, oh, I'm, she, him, they, and things like that, that's the same thing with being black. Mm-hmm. I am not allowing you to call me the N-word. It's not okay.
I think it's even more serious than, I take that more seriously than pronouns, because pronouns are just in vocabulary. Even though bigots don't know this. I don't know what there's a state, I forgot which state, that they banned the use of pronouns in all schools. I was like, what? Do you know what a pronoun is?
Impossible.
It's so fucking stupid.
No.
Like, y'all just do dumb stuff to be hateful all the time, and it's just absolutely insane. Like, but no, it's even more serious than that. But also, there's something, and I've spoken to Jasmine about this before, but like, there's something very weird about white women constantly filming themselves being racist. I feel like this is something we see predominantly in white women. We don't see as many white men doing this. I don't know if white men are just in the world more, where they have more experiences with other races, if they're smarter, if they just know how to be publicly better, or because I mean, white men get caught being racist by accident. They don't put themselves out there to like film themselves and take it selfies of them just being like, hey, fucking, you know what I fucking hate? Like, y'all be doing that all the time. I don't understand what's going on with white women.
And then love it. It's even the Karens.
Right.
They do the same thing with Karens. Film me all you
film
want.
me.
Go ahead.
You're the righteous one or whatever, and you're in the right. You're wrong, girl. Like, I don't understand how you don't know. It's so weird. And I just feel like it's getting to the point where I feel like a lot of y'all need some sort of keeper. Y'all are all giving that you all need to be in some sort of conservatorship, because they're not exposed as much. And like, I did, see there's a study that 75% of white women do not have a person of color in their friend group. Yeah. That is a huge problem. That's a huge issue. Maybe that person will be able to tell you, like, yeah, don't fucking do that. Like, don't do this thing. But I always find that super crazy, because I don't know. I just think I'm a person who feels like I'm not going to mess my money up for anybody.
Not for the internet. For some views? No.
And so I feel like it's very weird, because I feel like over all your hate, like, this is what really is crazy to me about racism and racists. Racists mess their money up all the time. Bigots mess their money up all the time. And I cannot fathom being so racist and bigoted that I will mess up my pockets. My
livelihood.
Very important to me. Like, I just refuse to ever mess it up in that way. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't refuse to do this. Like, it's creepy to me. But I don't know. White men, gather your women folk. Help them out.
Folk, expand yourself.
Women folk, expand yourselves. Figure out, and I don't mean just go fuck black men, because that's what the majority. That's not what I mean. I mean go meet some black women. That doesn't help. Women. Not some black women, so that they can help you navigate your life better. Because I think that's something that's super weird. But the doubling down,
was just crazy to me. I was like, oh, you real big, you real old girl. Okay.
Maybe she felt like she didn't have anything to lose, because she'd already.
She already lost her. She already lost her job, her reputation. And then she was getting it from the other side. That was the also funny thing, was black people was mad, white people was mad.
And then what was even crazier is like the white supremacists, and these are the people that she went to be accepted by. They were like, you look like a Jewish transgender person. They started going in on her, saying that she doesn't look white. She's a single mother. She has the baby. Her baby looks mixed, and they're just going in on this woman, just raking her over the coals. So imagine being like so desperate. You're like, that's who I want approval from. People who would literally talk shit about a baby. Like, that's who I want approval from. Yeah, and then not getting it, and those people just
tell me I'm not a woman.
Listen, I want this picture to go in this, because I want y'all to see what I saw about this stuff, because it's so ridiculous. But this picture, this is a picture, close up on this, but this is the picture.
Yes, we will post
that they posted and said that this is what this woman looks like. And when I tell you that it's insane,
exactly.
Like, but it's
no lies,
super accurate.
It's like,
but yeah, no, it's insane that
you would expose yourself to this type of criticism.
Like,
Why are you doing
It's
this?
nuts. I don't know if she got like a bunch of followers behind doing this or what have you, but
It's that old saying, don't throw rocks in a glass house. And that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, everything came crumbling down around her. I think it's amazing. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with y'all white women. Y'all every week y'all are you're down 20 points every week. It's a whole thing. Like I need y'all to get it together because this is awful.
Or I need more of the ones that are like for us.
Right. And I have
more.
seen a few of those.
There's a few.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
There's one creator that I was sharing with her that I will post down below in this because I think she has fantastic awareness and she is, you know, of the white majority, and I believe she lives in Russia or something, a place where there's not a lot of people of color. And she went outside of herself to educate herself and research, and she talks on TikTok a lot to white women about what it is and why things are so significant. And I think she says it in such a beautiful, eloquent way. Please watch her TikTok. If you don't want to hear it from two black women, maybe hearing it from another white woman will be received a little bit better. And I don't care how you receive it. Y'all just gotta grasp this concept and let it the fuck go.
Period. And one more thing that I think was like discovered in like doing research about her, and this is why I really do feel like this is rage baiting. Apparently this woman's whole values and everything else that she was saying was completely different like a year ago. So she didn't have any of these like conservative values a year ago. And now suddenly she has them.
Oh, boo, who hurt you?
And I think that it's just made up. Listen, there's so many people who do all this conservative stuff and then you come and find out like, oh, a year ago they didn't talk like that. Her, Tommy Loren, whatever that bitch, I forgot about her, but you know, she's terrible. Candace Owens, same thing. Candace Owens runs around all the time talking about Republican points or whatever. She sued a school for racism before, but yet she's running around acting like racism doesn't exist now. So none of the people that you're following believe anything that they're saying.
No,
they don't believe it. So it's just
on the worst bandwagons.
Right, you're just on the worst bandwagons, and on top of that, like all of these people are just trying to get more followers from doing this. And if that's all you have to offer the world, then fine, you know, whatever. But like, what are you gonna do with your life? Like TikTok's gonna go away. So like, what are you gonna do with the rest of your life? Like, what are you gonna do later on when you already have a job, when your kids look back at your thing and say like,
now you the welfare.
Exactly. That's going to be all of y'all.
Come on.
You see how they did with YouTube and stuff? All these people were making all these money off of prank videos and stuff, and YouTube cut that off. And those people who used to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month were like, I made $12 this month and had nothing to show for themselves. Like,
it's not
if you don't have talent, some sort of talent, then just don't do this. Do something else.
There's a reason why the real racists are in the backwoods and the deep web with their things, because they really about that life, and they don't want that attention. If they're in the deep webs, the real K's of the dark webs are back there in the depths of the internet. Why do you think you should be exposing yourself?
Exactly.
Like, there's a reason. They don't want the consequence. They want to say what they want to say without nobody finding them.
Right. To people who think just like them. They don't, they want to be in an echo chamber.
Yeah.
They don't want to be somewhere where like, oh, let me put my racist thoughts on the internet so I can. No, they're not doing
They're like roaches. They hide it in the night.
Right.
They don't want to.
Yes, that's really how these people are. But
they don't come out in the daylight. They're coming out in the night when everybody's sleeping, not looking.
Right. Yeah, but it was, I don't know. Hopefully that girl's life crumbles to pieces.
I wish you the worst.
Wish you the worst. I think, even if you came out with like an apology at this point, I don't believe you.
No one wants an apology. We're sick of it. Just
good.
Don't do it.
Yeah, it's so easy to just not say one word. It's like, it's not difficult. I don't understand. So yeah, y'all are weird. That's the bottom. It's the bottom line is that y'all are weird. Stop saying the N word. Stop being obsessed with it. Stop being
Yes,
obsessed
please
with
stop
us.
being obsessed
And
with
then the
it.
way that she was talking was giving very much like
Just
black girl, like trying to be a black girl.
Yeah.
But these are the same women who are running around talking about, oh, black women. Then we want to be like that. Nobody want to be like black women. Blah blah blah. Like okay, but you're running around using black vocabulary, trying to talk just like us, having kids with black men, but you don't want to be like us. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you're lying. So I don't know. It's very strange. But anyway, you're trash. Hope you have life you deserve. So that's pretty. It's the bottom line. So yeah. Anything else? Any thoughts on your part?
I probably it's kind of the same thing. Just like, don't just stop saying the word. Who cares? Say another word. We got so many other words and slangs that come out all the time. You can say girl, boy, sis, man, dude. To go back to saying you dude, please.
Say bruh.
Bruh.
Bro,
what was wrong with that? I mean, we ain't particularly like it, but I take it.
All right.
You know, don't call a black man boy. Don't do that.
No, don't do
that's
that.
going in the wrong way. But
unless they're your boyfriend, then do whatever you want with that. I don't give a shit.
Cut it the fuck out. Just cut it out. It's Juneteenth. Let's stop. We got the whole rest of the year. We could just, if I don't have to cover not one more story the rest of the year, that'd be great.
That would be fantastic. It's impossible.
It'd be a miracle. It won't happen.
Y'all
but
be racist. Oh man, that's funny. But no, yeah, it is Juneteenth. Somebody did say the other day, like, I feel like white people should work double shifts on this day. They shouldn't have the day off.
That's like,
dead ass. Like, I agree.
That's a go.
It's
a banking holiday, so it's also the banks can be off.
Right.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
That's why, free-ish.
Yeah.
So, off topic, just a little bit more channel updates. This will be our last episode of this season, of season 1 of the Petty Parlor. So proud that we actually got 8 episodes out.
Right.
Woo! Good on us. It was rough.
Yeah.
We didn't know if we was gonna make it. Never would. Okay.
Shouts out to Jack for editing the majority of the episodes. I edited like 2 episodes and I was like, listen, this is a lot. And there's so many things constantly going wrong. I can't say CapCut. Big trash a lot of the time. Like giving us so many problems. So many issues. And I was just like, it's been a lot. So thank you for doing all the work all the time.
Trying to get these out, trying to get this content out. Period. So we are going to take a little summer break after this episode, just a couple weeks off, just so then we can kind of have a break, refresh, kind of do some other new things coming up in season 2.
Mm-hmm. We are going to do some new different content. We'll put out some YouTube videos. Just some videos of us doing stuff with our friends and having a good time. Try on hauls. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, you can follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Yes. Also, let me say something real quick, okay? Because I really want to do this. Okay. I can't, because I want to say about this comment, okay, that we received on YouTube. Hey, let me say something. I gotta go back and find it.
All right. While she's looking that up, yes, please make sure we are on pretty much all platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We are the Petty Parlor everywhere and anywhere. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more of us, go look there. We do a little bit of different content on TikTok. We'll do some Reddit posts and things like that on there. So if you are more interested in some short form things that we do, shorter videos, please go look on those social media platforms for us, because we are also there as well.
Yes, do that. I feel like I feel like we should just start responding to comments in live and not ignore people.
She
wants to ignore everybody. We should just respond to the comments. I'm hungry. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But anyway, yeah, I can't even bother to find it right now. But basically, it was just some black man being like, so I'm expected to what? Just blackmaning. That's what I'm gonna just call it from now on, because y'all be acting like bitches all the time, and I'm just sick of it. Every time y'all say something, I'll be like, yeah, you sound like a bitch. But
oh, I think they took it off.
no.
Oh wait. Maybe it's here. Okay, there you go.
No. Alright. So, what episode was this?
That's the
I don't even remember.
It was.
This was the Black Wife Effect.
Yeah.
Right. Episode. So this man, Kevin C3342 on YouTube, says in response to our episode, so instead of finding, dating, and marrying men who are already put together in all areas of life from day one, Black women are finding, dating, and marrying non-Black men who need help to grow a beard, get a fade, and put together a great outfit. Are Black women also going 50-50 or paying 100% bills with these non-Black men as well? As I understand it, the demand and requirements were that Black women don't build men up. That's a different set of standards for non-Black men. Okay. Let me tell you something. Getting a man to go get a fade is very much different than trying to push a man out the door to go get a job, be worth a damn, want to do something with his life, get your life together, get a car, be a person worth anything, take care of kids. Don't just take my car and drop me off at work and then take that car to go visit bitches. Like, that's a different situation than being like, yeah, let me show this white man how to dress. These two things are very different. And yes, even if there are different standards for Black men and white men, that's okay, because y'all have different standards for Black women and white women. The white women that you guys date, 90% of the time, are they the best and brightest of white women? Are they the most attractive of white women?
Oh my god, no. I mean,
no. When Black women go and meet, and so this is the problem. Look at the men that they were dating. Look how fine all those white men were in the end. When Black women date white men, that's what they look like. When y'all date white women, child. So, to you, the standards for your standards for Black women are sky high. She got to have her own, she got to do this, she got to do that, she got to have her own job, her own money, she's got to pay 50% of the bills. But then you also want her to do 100% of the cooking, 100% of the cleaning, 100% of the childcare. Meanwhile, for a white woman, she don't even got to look cute. Y'all just be like, yeah, that's fine. As long as and then she'll be paying all the bills though. So y'all will just be sitting there doing nothing. Just bums, because she's taking care of everything financially. And I understand. Get your money. You know? Be a hobosexual. Be a gold digger if you want to. Go ahead, girl. But don't sit up here and act like you don't have different standards for Black women and white women and then give us hell. We're not building these men that these women are meeting, unless they met them young, they already have their own everything. They have a good job. Even if they are going 50-50, it's 50-50 in everything. Y'all are the ones that have the problem doing that. Okay? So let's not act like you're not full of shit right now. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, thanks. Just saying. That's how I'm going to respond to all the comments.
Subscribe. We love reading comments.
We love reading comments. It's more content for us. That's how I'm going to respond to all the comments from now on.
Shout out to Jill, my sister. You guys are real ones. You're always in the comments.
Shouts out to you. And if you're our friends and you're not supporting us, you can eat a big peen. All right? Sick of you bitches. All right? Sorry. I haven't had food today. I haven't had food. I'm hangry. Okay? God.
All right. Well, that wraps up this episode.
season.
And the season. We just wanted to get it all out.
We need to get it all out. Another thing.
We start fresh.
I'll come back with a
Come
more
July.
positive attitude in July. Right now, fuck each and everyone. Fuck each and everyone. And another thing. Okay.
Well,
Anyway, enjoy
on that
your
note.
summer. Enjoy your weeks.
yes.
Eat, drink.
Drink, be petty.